come this way then.
Hi everyone. As I said, it's Sabine Hartmann. I was a participant with the Open Culture Hackathon last September. And we just basically
See the slides, right?
it's fine. It's fine. I can see it. So basically, the beginning of the hackathon was that the idea was lots of cultural institutions, they have been digitizing as crazy the last 10 years or so. So there's a lot of data, and quite a lot of institutions are starting to put their data onto open data platforms. So, but what do we do with it? So the culture hackathon was we were thinking about ways of doing something with exciting cultural data. So I joined a small group of 5 people. Saminu is another one of us, and we thought about we wanted to do something with augmented reality. So and we decided our project is going to be called GLAMory. So GLAMory is about creating your own personal memories when you go into a museum and you just see stuff that you like and you can take them home. So I'm not going to read the whole text, so you just, if you really want to know, we can send it to you. So the idea is really, the idea was, if you have a lot of digital objects, why would people still go to a museum or an archive? So basically the idea was we still want to have people to come to institutions and explore originals, because that's what we culture people think is really important. The digital thing is nice, it's great, but we still want you to come in. So basically the idea is you come into an institution that participates in the GLAMory project. You go in there and you can look at artworks, and when you see something that you like, you can take it with you digitally. You put it on your phone or your tablet. So like this, you can create your own, you make your own little collections out of the collections that you see, and you can connect them with other stuff, either from within the institution, but also with everything else that might be on your phone or in your head. So you want to create your own stories from the artworks that you see.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I will press on some of the concept behind how we plan to distribute the memories or the database or the information actually around the GLAMory. So we have the basic memory network, where you have, let's say, a picture of a dog that reminds you of another picture of a video that relates to that dog, and you have another audio. Let's say you watch a movie and you see an image. That image can have a relationship to a video and also have a relationship to an audio or another image. And this is just a basic description of what we try to explain with that network. It is a basic network, and on the theoretical side, this is how we aim to distribute those information. So the information can come from multiple libraries. At the moment, the gallery libraries, archives, and museum are all distributed from different institutions, different digital databases. So we aim to actually connect all these databases together. And then we also have this concept of personal memory, where you can have your own personal pictures, where you plan to actually connect images to experiences. Let's say you go on a holiday and you took some pictures. You also have a video of, let's say, Barcelona, or you go on holiday in Barcelona and you have an image that you took in Barcelona, and you have this festival in Barcelona, and you're trying to connect those two things together. The plan is to allow this personal memory network where you can connect, or GLAMory can also suggest to you related images based on related videos or content based on the images that you have of your personal, based on your personal memories actually. And this what we can see here is the image of a robot dog that reminds you of your pet, and also reminds you of a security guard with a dog.
That's actually, like the Who Let the Dog Out. Yeah. The song.
Exactly, yeah. Who Let the Dog Out video. So the plan is to link all these memories together, where we can actually, you can have a hub, a distributed system where people can access. You can also keep your own private memory, but institutions can also create experiences based on memories that they've collected from different locations. So the idea behind, I think I can also rephrase the scope of GLAMory, whereby we want people to be able to visit galleries or museums, not just digitally, but go there physically and interact with the contents in there, not just by seeing them and taking pictures and then you don't check the pictures. Maybe you never actually look at the pictures you take anyway. But when you go to museums, you can scan and collect items, bring them back home. You can create your own collection or your own exhibition actually in your room, which you can relate to your own personal images. Everyone can have different experiences, especially when they go to museums. And this is where the interesting part comes through, actually. So you can have your own different experience. If you see a museum object, I can have my own different experience if I see my museum object. And I can connect these experiences and create some kind of memory network in different ways. And we can share these memory networks. The museums can also create experiences whereby people can come in and connect to their own network and actually experience different images in different ways. This is how we aim to link them with the memory network, the augmented reality. And this is the augmented reality network of those images again. I think one back, sorry. So at the end of the day, what we aim to achieve is a reality exchange hub where museums can have their own personal experiences and people that actually explore those museums and with their own personal memory collections and experiences can also connect to this reality exchange hub. So you can have, you can probably visit let's say the Natural History Museum here in Vienna, and you have custom experiences for custom different collection. Let's say the Egyptian collection can take you back to all the galleries. The walls can be painted in different ways just to replicate how the times were where those collections were collected. And yeah, in a nutshell, yeah, I've already explained some of the technical side there. So
what you said before was basically, we were also thinking a little bit about the...
Sorry, your beard is touching the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Like this.
We were lucky enough to have a really good graphic designer in our team as well. So he made some of the nice graphics for us, and he even designed a logo for GLAMory. So the idea would be that you actually go into a museum and more or less in the beginning or at the entrance, you see this logo. So you see like, oh, you know, they are actually connecting to GLAMory. So I take out my phone and I can start collecting because I know that they will be, you know, they will be offering data and content. Then we thought about a few possible use cases, how you can do that. I think we only managed to work through one or two of them in the presentation. So how do you actually go about doing it? So you're standing in a museum, you see an amazing painting, you scan it with your tablet, and if we zoom in, you can see that you can basically get information. And this is the information that all the museums or cultural institutions have already in their databases now. So they will basically, like you have that nowadays, also you have audio guides and other stuff. So you just offer people the extra content that is available at the moment. So that is nothing really new. But one of the things that is basically different is that you can also not only just see information, but you can also decide to collect this one, you see? So you can say like, oh, I like this picture and I want to take it to my, put it into my personal collection. When you go home again, you basically have a collection of items that you picked up. And then you can go to your own personal memory room. So you can collect, you can design multiple rooms. You can do them by visit, by museum, by story, by whatever. So the idea is that you have a virtual room or a virtual environment where you can curate your own memories, basically. And that would be a mock-up of how this could look. A set of doors, and you can walk through them. This is an idea of how such a memory room might look like. Probably you could even think about something that you can personalize your room, or you can see it more as a journey or, I don't know, a mind map or something else. So we envisage this as a room. Of course, we don't want to only look at stuff that's inside. So, you know, a nice thing would be you can use the same functionality outside for everything that's to be explored outside from culture and heritage. And then you would actually have to work with geolocation so that, you know, basically your appliance knows when you're near it so that you can actually get access to your content. And then it works the same way. So now we wanted to try to give you a little idea how this might look, and we want to do a little demo.
Yes. I would just try to explain some of the technical specifications of how we built the demo application itself. So we wanted to make it easily accessible. So we didn't want to rely on out-of-the-box tools like, let's say, Google VR or any of those tools, those expensive ones. So you can actually just go to a museum, pick out your phone, go to a URL browser, or you can have a browser. In this case, we're using Argon browser. Argon 4, it's an open source browser that you can use to explore augmented reality content. And it's also open source, so anyone can actually extend the product and build onto it. So the demo was built using Argon 4 with the content, the 3D content were built using 3.js, JavaScript library. And Argon 4 is just a renderer that is used to display them. So it can also be passed on and displayed in a virtual reality mode, not just augmented reality itself. This is just a snapshot image. So the reason why the whole concept of the doors that we actually picked. So it's the concept of memory retention. If you're trying to memorize something, especially when I was still in school and I'm trying to memorize something, I try to think of objects in rooms or in shelves, so that way I can remember them, and I can also name the doors or just write names in my virtual memory actually. And it's a proven concept of actually retaining memory and remembering things, and that's where we got the concept of the doors from. And these doors can be a representation of different experiences, different memories, or different image collection and videos, or even audios. I will go to the next stage of presenting a demo of one of the use cases. Apologies for that. So this is the demo version of the Argon.js. Okay, I will just point it this way then. Hope I can. And there we have some of it's really dark actually. My apologies. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Oh, okay. Better, I think. Yeah, it still doesn't help that much, but yeah, there are doors. You can see the doors. So let's say we want to see what's inside that door. So we can.
And you can click them, and then you can actually start seeing. Basically, enter the room, and then you start seeing artworks.
So this is just a typical representation of how we envisage your personal memory. You can be sitting in your couch and just have displays of collections of memories, videos, audios, and we can. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to be public, but yeah. So you can see a representation of some of the images, and this can be customized. So the plan we have is to be able for you to have different doors where you can, let's say you visit a natural history museum, you come back with your collections in natural history museum and all the things that you've collected, and you can still access those things back home. You can relate back to those experiences by videos, audios, and images. And then you can also have your own personal images, whereby you upload your own personal images in there, and while you're sitting in your room or in your chair, the system can suggest to you related videos or related experiences based on those images that you upload in there. And you can also have a network like the augmented reality hub, where institutions can provide experiences based on the images that they've collected or that they have in their possession, and people can also upload to there. You can even invite a friend to come and experience your collection or your yeah, experience or whatever you, I don't have the right word for it now. I will just, I think, just take this off.
We still have one slide we definitely will show. So just before we had our team, the 5 people that have done this together with the 3 other people that have done that together with us. So also just people from other cultural institutions. And then there was one thing to wrap it up is that there's going to be another Kultur Hackathon this year, and Sylvia asked me to mention that. So if you think that's interesting and if you think you can contribute and you like the idea of working with that sort of data, please come to St. Pölten 20th to 22nd of September. Thanks for your attention.
Vielen Dank für den spannenden Vortrag. Dann würde ich direkt ans Publikum weiterreichen. Gibt es Fragen dazu? Anmerkungen? Noch nicht. Also ich hätte eine Frage. Habt ihr schon mit Kultureinrichtungen darüber geredet, ob sie interessiert sind, ob man irgendwie erste Prototypen gemeinsam weiterentwickelt? Also ich weiß, dass die Open Glam-Arbeit in Österreich nicht immer ganz einfach ist, gerade wenn man so mit den Blockbuster-Institutionen zusammenarbeiten möchte. Wie schaut es da von eurer Seite aus?
Also ich muss gestehen, wir haben eigentlich, weil wir auch unser Team, 2 von unserem Team sind in Deutschland. Wir sind, wie gesagt, es war ein tolles Konzept und an sich würden wir das eventuell auch weiterverfolgen können. Aber wie gesagt, rein praktisch gesehen haben wir eigentlich noch keine Schritte genommen. Tut mir leid.
Schade, weil es echt ein tolles Projekt ist.
Apologies for my really bad German, because I don't understand. I'm really sorry. I can only speak English at the moment, but sorry. Yes, please, can you rephrase the question?
Rephrase the question. Sorry, yeah. The question was whether you already got in touch with cultural institutions in Austria for a prototype or to develop it further. Because I know from our work with Wikimedia that it's not always easy to open up collections in Austria.
Absolutely, I think. From the hackathon itself, we started from a very good position whereby it was based on the amount of galleries, libraries, and archives and museums. So we have access to the data, but it's like you said, developing it further. And we haven't actually pushed it that hard, but we've seen some interest already. And one of our partners already told us there are some institutions in Germany that will be interested in pushing this further. But due to our own personal lives and work that we do in a private life, because this was just something that we came together to build it in 2 days. So we haven't really had the chance to push it further, but this could be quite an interesting area that we will be interested in pushing further, actually.
So we're looking for partners.
We're looking for partners, so the word is out. Potential partners. Financial potential
partners, yes.
Okay, but for everybody who is interested in that kind of work and volunteering and hacking around open glam, and I think that's really important to have these kind of events and these kind of prototypes to get something going in Austria. Mark the date for September or organize your own small little hackathon around that. I know from other Wikimedia communities that also have very good experiences with that kind of events in Switzerland, for example. Okay, thank you very much for coming. Big fat applause, I would say.